Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have studied about the growth and development and the various index and theory given by Dr. Mehboob Haq and Professor Amritya Sen, and the pillar of human development. The four pillars were equity, sustainability, productivity, and empowerment. And today we will study about different approaches of human development. So there are many ways to looking this problem of human development, and there are some important approaches of regarding this human development terms are following. First is income approach. This is one of the oldest approach to human development. So human development is seen as linked to income. So means the more the incomes person or from a country enjoy, more the higher level of freedom or higher level of human development it will have. So this approach is related to the income. The next is welfare approach. So this approach looks at human beings as beneficiary or targets of all development activities. So this approach that government providing or expendituring on education, health, social security, and amenities. So people are not mainly factor regarding to this approach. The main responsible factor is government and its policies. So welfare approach is related to the policies of government. The next is basic needs approach. So this approach was initially proposed by the International Labour Organization, which framed the rule for labours, and it has given 6 basic needs as its approach, that is health, education, food, water supply, sanitation, and housing. So this mainly emphasizes or focuses on basic needs of humans. And next is capability approach. This approach is given by Professor Amritya Sen, the economist from our country. No, he is also Nobel laureate, and here he has given that building human capability in the area of health, education, and access to resource is the key area for development of humans. So its approach was mainly taken by Human Development Index. So now the next topic is measuring human development. So the human development ranks the countries based on their performance in the area of health, education, and access to resources, that is capability approach. So these rankings are based on score between 0 to 1. So the nearest or maximum point nearby to 1 is a country have high human development, while nearby to 0 it has low human development index. So the indicator chosen to access is health in terms of life expectancy at birth, that what is the average age of that country's people at the time of birth, that is life expectancy. So higher life expectancy means people have greater chance of living longer and healthier lives, means they have better health facilities or medical facilities. And the next is adult literacy rate. So the number of adults who are able to read, write, and number of children who enroll in school, and how it's easy or difficult to access knowledge in a particular country is second part of this approach. And the last is accessing to resources. It is measured in the purchasing power, that is how much a person can purchase in term of US dollar. So each three dimension is given weight, equally weightage, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 of life health, that is life expectancy at birth, 1 by 3 is literacy rate, and 1 by 3 purchasing power in terms of US dollar, and that combined to 1. So the closer to a score to 1, the greater level of human development. So therefore score 0.983 would be considered very high, while 0.268 would mean a very low level of human development. So there is one more index related to development index, that is human poverty index. It is related to human development index. The index measure the shortfall in human development. So it is non-income measure. The profitability of not surviving till the age of 40, the adult literacy rate, the number of people who do not have access to clean water, number of small children who are underweight or malnourished. So often poverty index is more revealing than human development index. So the way to measure human development are constantly being refined or changed. So many research has been taken place and continues taking place. So there are various index which show the development of human in a particular country or area. One is political freedom index. So it index most corrupt countries, and other is other is gender inequality index also, which show the differences between uh, the male and female of that country. So since the 1990s, United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, has been publishing human development report every year. So this report provides a rank-wise list of all number countries according to level of human development index. So human development index and human poverty index are two important indices to measure human development used by UNDP. So there is one interesting fact, that is Bhutan, our neighboring country, is the only country in the world which officially proclaim gross national happiness is the measure of country progress. So they have more emphasis on national happiness as a measure of human development. So what's their approach is, they said that material progress and technological development are approached more cautiously, taking into consideration the possible harm they might bring to the environment or other aspect of cultural and spiritual life of Bhutanese. So simple means material progress cannot come at the cost of happiness. So GNH encourage them to think of spiritual, non-material and qualitative aspect of development. So they are the only one country which focus more on happiness rather than material progress. So next is international comparison. This we will study in next video. Thank you, children.